Hey guys, so just going to do another quick video on basically why I feel are one of the main reasons that people fail diets or constantly fall off diets. Um, the biggest and most obvious reason is because the diet or the lifestyle they've set out for themselves is just plain miserable and untenable. The problem being, I think a lot of people think that they start a new diet, or they start some sort of a new training program or nutrition plan, and they have to go cold turkey and completely cut out all the foods they like, and eat plain bland foods, and train like 6 days a week, and just be miserable really. And the thing about it, that works. Cutting your calories or completely tidying up your diet and increasing your training volume, that works. But like I said, it's not completely necessary, because at the end of the day, it's just not sustainable. It'll work, like for a month, maybe 2 months, but are you really going to sustain that for a year, 5 years, 10 years, the rest of your life? The answer really is no. So a diet like that, or even a training program, isn't much use to you if you're plain miserable when you're doing it, and you just can't stick to it. So like my biggest advice here is that you need to find something that, like I said, is sustainable. You need to find a diet that's going to work for you, that's going to fit around your day-to-day lifestyle, around your job, around your family, stuff like that. But also one that allows you to have foods that you like. You don't necessarily have to knock out all these bad foods that you think, okay, we shouldn't have too much of them, but it doesn't mean we can't have them at all. There's a place in our diet for processed foods. You can factor them in anywhere. It's the overconsumption of processed foods and overconsumption of calories overall, and in general, that's the biggest problem, and even kind of a lack of exercise that's causing the problem. But more so on the nutrition side of things. Again, like if you're training, that's fine, but your nutrition is definitely the bigger picture. You can't out exercise a bad diet. I've said that before. The calories you burn doing exercise, maybe you might burn to maybe 10-15% of your overall daily calories, depending obviously how much you consume and how hard you're training, but thereabouts. So when you think of it like that, you're not going to out train poor nutrition. But just get back to my original point. My advice would be, the reason you are not sticking to a plan, or the reason you're just constantly falling off and going back to old habits, is because the plan you're setting out in the first place is just miserable, and is not sustainable, and something you can't follow, and it doesn't have to be that way. So my advice is get yourself on a plan that you can follow, and that you actually enjoy day to day and doesn't make you miserable. So if you have any other questions on this, please drop me a message, or please like, share, or tag a friend. Cheers.